Hello, Kean University. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of Keancast. I'm student meteorologist William Van Eck, bringing you your Keancast for the week. Now for some headlines, we have a rocky roller coaster, taste of winter, and an end of a season. Now as we get into the temperatures, maybe you're wondering, how they have set up for the past few years. The average temperature has been about 47 degrees, which is pretty comfortable, and the average low is about 34 degrees. So it's pretty cool, but not too cool yet. We did have a record high in 1998, about 75 degrees. Must have been pretty warm, pretty nice, which it was now. But we did have a pretty cold in 1940 at 9 degrees. I'm glad that's not now, because that's too cold for us, as of now. Record rainfall, 1.9 inches of rain, set on December 4th, 1968. And then a few years later, on that same date, we had almost about a foot of snow on December 4th, 1957. So there's been some rain, there's been some significant snowfall during this week, but not much rain, so it should pan out to be an interesting week up ahead. Now for your afternoon highs, we have about 30 degrees where we are, so it's pretty cold, but not as cold as the 20s that they have up in the upper mid-lakes. And then we have a northwest 50 degrees, pretty comfortable there. Then for your lows, it gets a little bit chillier. As you can tell, we're now in the 20 degrees for Jersey, and then they have some single digits up in the north Midwest, and then 40 degrees over to the coast. So it's still pretty comfortable, except for in our area and also up in the Great Lakes region, where it's a little chilly and something to bundle up on. Now, what you're going to be looking ahead now, you're going to see a high pressure system sitting off to our south now. That's going to bring in some cooler air, and as that system rolls through, you're going to see a low pressure system that's over to our west. That's going to be causing an issue as the week progresses. Now as the low pressure system comes on through, it's going to be bringing us some rain probably on Sunday night into Monday, and some snow in the upper elevations and probably in the northwest. Nothing for us to really worry about in our area because we're in the lower elevation, but we do have to worry about the cold air that's going to bring out the front passes with temperatures in the mid-40s and the lows as low as in the 20s. So it's going to get cold after that front passes through for later on next week. But for Will's Wacky Weather Fact, we have the hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th. That means the hurricane season is basically over now. But there has been some instances when a storm has popped up after this date. But it'd be interesting to see how this season goes, since it is officially over. Now, you might be wondering, what has 2007 brought for us? It brought us about 14 named storms, either from Barry over to Jerry or to Noel. Some became hurricanes, most were tropical storms, nothing too impressive. Not as impressive as back in 2005 when we had 31 storms, and of those 31 storms, 28 of those storms were named. Now, we had so many storms that year that we ran out of letters in the alphabet, and we had to start using the Greek alphabet, which happens very rarely, but 2005 was an issue. And as you see, 2007 compared to 2005 was really not too much activity. Which brings us to our weather classroom for the week. The topic is hurricane, and a hurricane is a tropical cyclone which has a maximum sustained surface wind speeds of 64 knots or greater. Now, you may be wondering how a hurricane develops. First, it starts as a low over by the Lesser Antilles, and as it develops, it becomes into a tropical depression, to a tropical storm, to a hurricane. Now, once it becomes a hurricane, it can be anything from a Category 1 to a Category 5, with Category 1 being the least intensity of a storm, and Category 5 being the most intense of the hurricane. Now, if you have any questions or comments, you can visit our website at hurry.kean.edu, and on the left-hand side, you click on Keancast, and it will bring you to this page where you can see the Keancast for the week, and also get an updated version of our 7-day. And speaking of the 7-day, we do have some interesting weather for this next 7 days. We had mid-40s over the weekend with some rain coming through Sunday night into Monday. Mid-20s in the evening lows, so it's pretty a little chilly in the evenings, so make sure to bundle up if you happen to be outside. And on the second half of the week, on your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, temperatures range from the upper 30s to the low 40s, and the low temperatures of the mid-20s. And that's all we have for this edition of Keancast. I'm student meteorologist William Van Eck. Thanks a lot, Kean University.